Everybody smoke out. Got good and relaxed.
Last month about what we wanna be. I sit now with his hand in mine, but I know we can't feel. No one knows what's done is done. It's as if you were dead.
For the kids. Cajun style, bro. Cajun style, bro. Clone, the way I do it that way, you look at the fireworks. The way you do it, we watch you take it in the arm, dude. Go
can't come into the camera?
Real TV, it's all because you made me do it.
Real TV! Real TV!
See, I'm just a little bit more than the average man. I'm gonna go ahead and clean myself up a margarita right here before they kick me out of this motherfucker.
Fucking arm sign, man!
All right.
Right there, I don't care.
Yeah! Yeah! that was pretty bad, but it
I don't
worked.
care, dude, it's fucking done!
Good night, my man! Yeah! Yeah!
Making fans' dreams come true, one fan at a time.
Dude, he's half Gene, he's half Paul. Oh, yeah! The kid about 150 pounds, man. 20 years, 19, 18, 19.
Drinking a butt wiper.
How wrong is that, dude? Shit, dude, get a close-up.
Always. Works in the morning. Nice, all right. That's it.
All right, I gotta come down. You gotta get tired after all that work.
You got about enough for you.
Get out. Man, I'm just starting to go. No. Get out of here. That's just fun. Yeah!
Don't try that. Come, bitch.
Come on! What's up, son?
Damn.
Morning!
You reach up, Bob. Come on. It could be you. Go ahead. It smells good, don't it? It's still on fire.
Heard that there was a little mayhem going on, fireworks on the guitars, doors getting broke down, like anything that you could tell the fans at home that was
Firework
happening.
King, man. I'm gonna let him roll with that stuff.
A typical day at Dime's house.
Yeah.
And I hooked him up with this big old. This thing was like
It's big, dude. You're not supposed to set off fireworks in the house to begin with.
Let alone near people.
Right.
Yeah, like one of those don't try this at your house kind of things.
Exactly, and dude, I hooked him up and it went off, and this thing, I swear, everywhere he went to get away from it, it just chased him in a full circle. He had this beanbag running from it, and it was just on him.
It was like a heat seeker, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Pat's got his fair share.
I forgot to tell you, he was passed out on the floor when
Oh,
Don
yeah.
lit it. So
Helpless and
yeah, he
defenseless.
was out, and this thing went off, and he just kind of rolls over, and it just started chasing him as he was trying to get away from it.
Come on! Stop, son! Give me some, Bob. Come on.
So you never know. You never know what's gonna happen every day. You just walk into this room because it's Dimebag Darrell, and last time it was Jimmy Page.
Escalade show. So I just got me a brand new car, and I just heard it just didn't get too far, cause the motherfucker just got ran into again. The old lady's on the way. My brand new 2002 Escalade with the side fag bash.
Oh, it's bashed, all right.
The real Unabomber.
Well, the group Pantera had a restructuring of its own. The heavy metal band had chart-topping success in the 1990s. Now, two of the founding members of the Dallas-based band have a new plan called Damage Plan. The brothers Abbott, Dimebag Darrell and Vinnie Paul, join us now. The band is in town as part of the MTV2 Headbangers Ball. Welcome, guys.
Glad to be here, man.
How do you like being on TV?
Nothing wrong with it, man. It's all good.
Tell me about the album here. Damage Plan is called Newfound Power, and you guys have essentially, like the title says, have found some new power in this new band.
Absolutely, yeah. It's just a really broad diversification for us. You know, the last couple of Pantera albums really got more and more narrow-minded, and it's something that me and Dom really wanted to get back to, is just really broadening the spectrum. It's extremely brutal at times, and then it's much more melodic and deeper at times also.
Absolutely. I was reading in one of the reviews or one of the interviews with you all that you said that now you can really do more of what you want. Dime, what does that mean, and why couldn't you do that with Pantera?
It's kind of like what he said. It just kind of got narrow-minded, and, you know, just wanted to bust it open a little bit more and just broaden it up, you know, go for the Baskin-Robbins, 31 flavors instead of the one, you know what I mean?
What happened with Pantera? Was it just sort of infighting, or?
No, you know, we finished our last tour, and everybody was on really good terms, and, you know, thought everything would be fine. You know, me and Dom were definitely in it for the long haul. I mean, we had 13 years of really, really good success, and basically the singer wanted to move on, do some other things, and really lost his focus. And once we realized that, you know, he wasn't interested in doing what we were doing anymore, that's when we decided it was time for us to put together a new band and move forward.
Who's your inspiration?
Well, Randy Rhoads, Edward Van Halen, Ace Frehley, and Tony Iommi. Those are my top four.
And Zach Wilderpool.
And Zach, my boy today, you know. Zach, greatest guitar player kicking it right now.
And who do you guys listen to in your free time? I always like to try to get a sense of who the stars like. You know?
Well, I mean, we're still big fans of the old school stuff that we grew up with. You know, Judas Priest, Black Sabbath, Kiss, Iron Maiden, Van Halen, and then we're pretty diverse people. I mean, David Allan Coe is one of our favorites. You know, we like a little country music.
I'm David Allan Coe, and I spent my whole life being a gambler. But one thing I won't gamble on is some of these nasty hoes I take out of these old mud holes. That's why I always run my meat with a meat runner's rubber. Get you a hoe. Know what I'm saying? Don't forget this place. You can't take it away. I'm burning with blood and blood. Come on! Notre Dame, get you home. Come on! He's lethal. Shit. Come on, man.
Good, that did. Do a Pele.
Hey, did you see? Oh, heck.
Oh, he's gonna get.
Oh, heck.
Dude, that's a tough motherfucker.
Dude. That son of a bitch. Oh, he's gonna take the damaged one.
the damage plan one.
All I wanted to do with it is take it home so I can make it a mold for the damage.
No, it's never damage. It's never in it.
Damage plan. Damage plan.
Down, Parker. My head's over there.
Hell, it blowed his fucking Peter pumper right out of his hand. This is 2040 Up the Chute Productions. Let's go right up the chute and take a closer look. Too bad. Lard must have been drinking a shake and not paying attention to what went down. Might have let his cigarette roll down on the floorboard, light her ass cheek carpet on fire, and caught on counter of the carburetor. What kind of person would drive this kind of car? Definitely a Lard car. Tell us exactly what's been going on out here.
Last night it burned up these things. Lady, stopped by for the gas. She bought it for $5 gas.
$5?
Yeah. It just is smoke coming out, and then within 5 minutes it's burned out.
Oh my God, let's take a closer look. Looks like she's lost it pretty hard.
Oh yeah, sure. You see, whole car is burned out.
It looks almost beyond repair. Okay, looks like some definite perpetration going on here. None of your business, but it's sitting out in front of your store, and it really doesn't look that good, right?
Right. Everybody asking me, it's not good.
Have you had the news out here yet, 2040?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Okay.
Yeah, what this channel?
This is 2040 Up the Chute Productions. We're a in-store town cable company that rolls on Monday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and twice on Sundays.
Oh, yeah.
And we just specialize in doing little small reports on what's been going on around town. And it seems that the Arlington community has been crumbling. Every time we turn around, there's some burned-up car just sitting out in front of some man's store, or you never know what you might see.
Really? Now I'm living in Parker County,
Oh, so you drive all the way from Parker County to come to Arlington.
Right.
Is the business better here than Parker County?
Oh, yeah, sure. You see, I got a good job over here. I'm working my 15 hours a day,
He's putting in 15 hours a day, busting his ass, ladies and gentlemen, right here. Right out in front of Kenny's, Arlington, Texas, 2040, Up the Chute Productions. I'm going to leave you on this note. Sir, I really hope, sincerely, somebody takes care of this pile of shit. Drunk entity.
Oh, watch out. Don't burn those lights off.
Oh! Oh, your boy! Oh! Looking good, man. You ready? Come on. Woo! There he goes, your boy. Bring it. Hey man, that's your driveway, man.
Hey, listen, man. Look, dude, the way you cut that thing was so fucking perfect, dude. You held it. You never came off the side of the curb. You kept it rolling. You kept it fucking smoking. Kept it squealing. Squealing is that's what we want everybody else to hear. So, hey, listen, man. You look good, son.
Get your pull off this.
In other words.
Ow!
Nice compliment.
Oh boy. Oh.
You might be stuck with four-wheel drive.
There he goes. Ow! Get it!
Four-wheel drive right there.
Let's go! Six wheel, I don't give a shit! Ow! Look, there you go! Run, motherfucker! Look, there you go! Run, motherfucker! Ow!
It won't spin him in four-wheel drive.
Serious?
It won't spin him in four-wheel drive.
Are you putting serious?
It won't spin him in four-wheel drive.
God damn, Bay Pop! Yeah, he blew it. That motherfucker made pop right there.
Come on, let's go. Go up.
They're done.
My God.
Let's have him out there.
Hey, look here.
Well, by God, that
We ain't
fucker's
fucking
smoking.
around, son. We're skulled up.
Dude, it's already fucked, so smoke it, dude. Let's cook it one more time.
There they go.
Are they that fucked up?
Drunk bastards. It's a goddamn good thing they're in the parking lot. There they go. What do you think about that, sir?
Gay entity, bro.
Gay entity!
Gay entity.
Oh, yeah! Yeah! You look good! That is the shit right there!
Oh, yeah!
Oh, hell yeah! God damn!
Get your foot, bro.
Hey, man! God damn! Woo! That's my boy! That's my boy! That's it! Hey! Film the difference! Jesus, there he goes! Yeah! Yeah! God damn! Wow, there he goes! Yeah!
stop sign that me and Zach Wild took out right up the street there. Limo guy came to pick us up, and he said, "Hey man, I got to take a leak, dude. Is it cool if I go in and take a leak?" And he came in, and Zach jumped behind the wheel. I jumped in. We shouldn't have been driving, and we just started just mowing everything down. Here's a piece of it. It's time to wake the kids up and get things fired up, if you know what I'm talking about. Get you a pole. Shh. Quiet. Don't wake the boys up. They're sleeping.
Come on! Bitch! Run it! You look at snake!
He's out of there. Oh, you shot him. Hey, watch out, damn it. Get out of the living room. You'll burn up something. Quit, damn it. You're going to hit me.
Get your pole! He's on fire. Morning!
Y'all into the new one?
You don't gotta hold it, you just gotta blow it sometimes, son.
Dude, I feel so much better. I'm a kid.
Is it good?
You know how it feels.
Your kidney's hurting?
I got one left.
Okay.
And the liver already put a restraining order against me.
No, dude, you might end up hitting her, dude. Don't do it. Cut it.
I've known this for years, but I still have trouble battling with this thought in my head, thinking that others are going to know what little crack or crevice makes you cringe, thinking that others are going to hear what you hear that makes you cringe. Well, little do we realize, it's hard to realize that what may sound like a squeaky, out of tune, fucking irritating violin to someone sounds like the most serene, beautiful tone of a fucking saxophone, beautifully in tune in the moonlight. You know, just so sassy that can sway you and really make you feel fucking great. So what's a little imperfection to the man who made it might be the fucking one little thing that's always pointed out by one of my close friends like Johnny Bix when we're jamming to a track, and he points out this little squeal or this little quirk thing, and I'm like, oh, does that make you cringe too? No, that's the coolest thing. I never thought Mick Jagger was a great singer. I never thought Bob Dylan was a great singer. Matter of fact, I thought he was one of the worst singers I've ever heard in my fucking life. And multi-millions later, you know, he gets his point across, and you feel his emotion, and how you going to get around that, you know? Maybe that's better than the greatest singer in the world, is to be able to get your message through to someone else through the actual way you sing it and feel it at that time. Guarantee he doesn't sit down all day and all night working his balls off over the coals trying to perfect some lyric, you know what I mean? If that's the case, if this is what it's come to in this day and age, why don't we all just sample our voices, our instruments, and our drums, and just put them in a fucking computer and type in the notes and fucking timing and everything that we want to play and just let it do the work for us? What the fuck? You know, that's why those old records were so fucking great back in the day. It's because there's no way that you could go back and Pro Tool it, slice it, dice it, do this and fix that and fix that. All the imperfections were left there, but really they weren't imperfections. Truly, those were the most honest. You can't beat honesty. Those were the honest fucking, that's the honest way the dude sounds. Unmanipulated. Stripped down and honestly from the fucking heart. What is perfect, you know? That's like saying, man, well, dude, you can play with feel and everything if you're a drummer, but you've got to stay in time. You know, you got to be solid. Well, all I can say is some of my favorite fucking records, the tempo shifts 3 or 4 times. When it takes off, you feel the fucking gas, the power behind it, and it goes. You feel the motherfucker's emotion, and it's moving. You can't stop it. It's like a fucking race car when it hits the gas. How can that be wrong? So that cancels that theory that, you know, to be a great drummer, you got to stay in time. That's horseshit. That's like to say to be a great singer or a great guitar player, you got to play in tune. You got to be in pitch, you know? Well, you can spend all fucking day and all night trying to get it exactly right on pitch and then go hook up your Eventide harmonizer and bend it back out of pitch. That don't make no sense to me. So some of the greatest moments of guitar playing and singing is to hear somebody's fucking pipe screaming, trying to get to that fucking note, and you can hear the rage, and then, oh! Or overshooting a note. It's like just overexcited, man. That is fucking emotion. That is a live human being, you know? Fucking some of the other greatest moments I can immediately think of off the top of my head are listening to Black Sabbath records back when Tony Iommi would double his guitars and they'd go out of tune. One would be like here and one would be up here. And then when they would fucking dogfight each other, just listen to the front of Iron Man. That's some of the heaviest sounding shit you'll ever hear. And that's more perfect proof that the live feel, the honesty blows away computer technology and what perfect truly is, if there is such a thing. I'm against it all, man. Let it fucking all hang out, brother.
Diamond Darrell is sponsored by Randall Amplifiers, and today only we've got Randall Amps 40% off, so if you guys want to take advantage of that. We'd like you to put your hands together and give a big Arlington welcome, because he is a home.
Good. Good. Yes, let music in the background. What's up? What's up, King? Skitters. Just kidding. What's happening, man? I'm Dimebag from your boys Pantera. There's your man right there. Did you cut it off? Yeah, man, I'm here on the behalf of Randall Amps. Of course, I play Randalls. I think they're the heaviest amps. Pretty chunky. Damn heavy. So, I'm going to open up. I want to thank my guitar tech, Grady. Grady C champion. I thank Vinny and Rex for jamming on my little DAT tape. Came out in my 8-track room and just cranked it up a little. We got Bobby over here on the camera if you need any questions or anything out of your car. He'll run out there and get it for you. Where's my mom? My mom's in here tonight. There's Mom. Be sure and strap her up double good. There's Belle, Buddy Magazine, and of course Jam Music. 40% off on Randalls. Got to tighten that up. Who's got some questions, man? Let's do a couple questions. I'll do a little jamming. Question, jam, C-cut, and do some autos. Right there.
What do you run through besides Randall?
Good question. I got a Furman PQ4 over here. Little parametric, crank up some stuff, drop some mids, you know, just tighten it up a little. 6-band, badass pickup, no warrants. Question. Come on, don't lame it.
How'd you get your beard red?
There you go, bust out, dude. Strings, 9 on the small end, 46 on the big end. Red beard, just cranked it up. Tighten it up a little bit, put some color in it. Oh yeah, that's my boy over there. This guy's giving a purple Cadillac away coming up, man. Next Tuesday. Gold, purple. What did I say, purple? Jeez, I own a purple. Gold Cadillac and small car company. Small car company. So everybody come on out there. We're going to be cooking dogs. We're going to be drinking some beers and doing some illegal shit. Just kidding. We got the buzz in here tonight. Just want to light him up a little bit. There he is. He's cool. He's cool. You know it? All right. Cool. Questions. Guitar questions. Anything questions. Somebody? Nobody?
How long have you been playing?
About 13.
13 days.
Anybody, man?
What did you use to develop your alternate picking techniques?
I didn't use anything for it. It just came like, you know, from jamming, yeah. I don't do a lot of just solid downs, you know, like Cowboys from Hell, you know. I see people play and they'll go, you know. I seem to get a little more scratch out of the pick. You go down and bring it up. New level. Cool. Anybody? Everybody's all mellow and low key and burned out and skitzed.
So when you're playing, you don't rest your hand on the bridge or anything? Free hand?
It's kind of like on that screw, a little bit more on the pickup.
On your palm?
Yeah, you know, if you're all, it tools you off, you know. So whenever I get ready to jam live, that's usually about 10 minutes before time to get on stage. Of course, crank up a couple shots, a couple brews, start moving, listen to some good music. But for guitar chops, I work with number 1 and 2 right here, and I just do trills up and down the neck until I can't, you know, like, I'm sitting there going, nothing's coming out, but, you know, I'm not like trying to play something good, I'm just trying to get warmed up, so I can start off 1 and 2. Just keep on going until it's like, you know, nothing's coming out, but you just got to strain it one time, get the blood flowing. Go to number 2, double hell. Then of course, number 3. so on. For the right hand. Same thing, just do some picking. Not anything cool, just anything to get moving. So, isn't that something? Boom, Malinga. Questions? Anyone? Mom?
Dean's still making guitars?
Good question, dude. Dean's, they've been out of business for about, 7 years or something like that. And they're back in business. I'm their only endorsee, and they're making this model. They made me one, and it's a pretty choice. Got to tighten up a couple things, but they should be on the market here in about 1 or 2 months. Ooh, ding. Where was it? Y'all hear that shit? Dude, check that door out. Kick it in. That's something. How about that shit? All right, man. I guess I'm gonna jam. Everybody's needing a little bit of a charge. What's up, Papa?
Hey, you got the same action going from your first fret to the top of the fretboard? Is it the same all the way?
Good question, man. Kind of bring it up a little higher on the big strings. You know, get a little more chunk out of it. A little lower so you can play, you know. Jesus. Let's fucking jam, man.
Work it.
You know it's true.
Go easy on that
Questions.
Can we drink this?
Sure.
The bear's filling in.
Ah, dude, it's stolen. Questions on anything you just checked out? Pull off, Dad.
Right.
Bring it up.
Okay.
Cool. Questions, come on. This is your chance, dude. Bust my shit, man. Let me know what's up.
2-string band, man. Did you get it with one finger?
2 strings, like what,
Yeah,
Dad?
when you were bending up with, like that double stop, so you were doing it with your, and you were bending up with one finger, holding both strings, and you do that a lot.
Sure. I mean,
Why not?
cool. We'll change guitars while you guys rack your brains and think up some questions.
How about drop D, man?
How about what?
Drop D tuning?
Yeah, this whole thing's tuned down. What's the deal?
How often you use it?
New level, walk. Just, we don't like stick to it all the time, but just to get a little more,
So you usually have like one guitar in the drop D tuning and the other one just...
Yeah.
Okay.
You got sticks, dude?
They're all over your head.
They're all over it. Cool. Hugs. Somebody busted up. It's my man, Scott.
Explain what you're doing with your parametric.
You want me to open that one up, huh?
No.
That's cool. This is a guy that calls me up with his guitar in his hand, playing his ass off. This guy's killer, man. Scott, he calls me up and he's always trying to bust my shit and figure out what I'm jamming through. I always got to keep him cut just a little bit. Just add a little bottom end, dropping some mid, and tightening up some top.
That's the one on the bottom there, the rack effect on the very bottom.
Also got a flanger doubler.
Yeah.
And Grady, like if I hit a squeal or something, you might crank on it a bit.
So he's pretty much working back there when you're working, he's doing flipping.
Yeah, man, we work together real well.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
Makes it a lot easier than having to do it all yourself.
Yeah, man, I ain't into fucking... that's cool, but I'm too into...
That way you can concentrate more on what you're doing.
You gotta stomp on his feet when he misses it, man.
Yeah, I'll throw beer at him or something. So, small car company on Tuesday. Cooking dogs, free beer, giving a gold Cadillac away. Questions? Somebody? What's up?
Is that the guitar that you had to put back together?
About 8 times, man. Check it out. Looks good, don't it? Check the headstock out. Plenty of stories on that. Jammed on it many a nights, man. Get to the gig, wake up about 10 minutes before time to get on. Grady's in my bunk going, dude, I was carrying the case in, man. And I was just hearing something rattling in there, and I opened it up, dude, your headstock's flopping around in there. Some fucking super glue. And a C-clamp, played it with a C-clamp many a nights, just barely holding it on. Sure. Fuck it.
Which pawn shop you found that one in?
No, I won this one, man. And I sold it. I won it in a guitar contest about 8 years ago, and that's how I got turned on to Randall. I won a half stack. Heard the crunch and said, cool. I could work off of it and try to get something original sounding.
Man, did you use those when you played over at Metalworks way back in the day?
Oh, yeah. Used Randall for a long time.
So who else have you jammed with besides your band?
You name it, man.
You were just at the Randy Rhoads benefit here not too long ago,
Right.
down in California.
Uh-huh.
I bet that was pretty cool, huh?
I'll tell you exactly how it was. It was okay, but it was basically a lot of people that were jamming in a cool band at one time that, hadn't been jamming in a long time, that were more skitzed out on their spot or what they're going to jam on, and just everybody running around with their guitar just dying to get on stage and jam. I was like, call me when it's my turn, I'll be out in the van, LA, skid sesh, everybody just, oh, dude, That's how it was, but it was cool. I enjoyed. We jammed with Blue Saraceno, which is a good bud of mine and like one of my new favorites. Turned me on to him. What was that? Wait, lost it. Wrong tuning. Is that Watch over there? That's the man that stole the bus driver's watch, and now his name's Watch. Check him out. No, it's true. There it was. Questions? Bell? Where's the beer, dude? Exactly.
When you started out,
Candy Sweat.
who influenced you to pick up the guitar?
Ace Frehley.
That's what I thought.
Ace Frehley, big time.
I read that in a couple of magazine articles. I just wondered how true they were, like, you know, guitar, world guitar practice musicians. You said that Ace was God and he's the one that started and everything like that.
You got it.
Storage and stuff.
Kiss, you know, Kiss, big time. Van Halen.
Yeah.
Shit like that, early Van Halen.
What are some of your favorite Kiss tunes?
What's that?
What are some of your favorite Kiss tunes?
Kiss dudes?
Kiss
tunes.
Tunes, jeez. Every record up till, excuse me. Yeah, Lick It Up or something like that, you know. I even like Lick It Up a little bit, you know. I'm like a big Ace fan, so I'm thinking old Kiss.
What's your favorite bands now, man?
Don't have too many, man. Still listen to my old records a lot, you know.
What about Smiley?
Bill Lawrence, XL 500Ls. And you know the nickname for him. It's cut, man. Anybody.
Darrell, can you still get those?
Yeah, man, I get mine from Stuart McDonald.
Really?
Yeah.
But the OBL's out of business, right?
I don't know, man. They still got them. I still get them all the time.
Trying to get hold of them the other day.
They're kind of tough to find, man, but the new Dean will have the pickup and everything. Just a full-blown. Heavy.
How much?
Huh? How much for the guitar? This one, priceless. When they come out, I don't know. So it's kind of like we're still working that out. They're gonna have like the full-blown series, and then they're gonna have like the half C-cut series, which is gonna be like, you know, cheaper, probably bolt-on neck and some shit like that.
Is that like a Les Paul scale length or more of a Strat?
Les Paul. Definitely Les Paul family. Is Jerry Warden in the house? Okay. I guess we're gonna do a little more jamming. Anybody?
What about lessons?
What about lessons?
Did you ever take any lessons? Did you teach yourself?
It's pretty much just sit in my room and jam when I used to have time to. Check it out. Wah-wah, kids. Any questions?
Is that an older wah-wah or a newer box?
buy some new ones, one in box. Seems like it's got more range. What's up here? Gets real tony down low and then sharp. Pretty cool. Jim Dunlop. This thing. Fucking obnoxious. Steve Vai, kids. You know how he pulls that shit off? That sucked. Except he does it without that fucking pedal, you know? That hugs.
Have you ever got a chance to meet him or anything, talk to him?
Nah, I heard he's into it, though.
Oh, really?
I heard he's got a singer and made him skin his head back a little. Just kidding. That hugs.
Hey man, when you play
Candy
live,
sweat.
when you play live like you were just doing, like a tune that has a rhythm background like that, what do you just do it like that? Or
Just let Rex handle it, you know? No problem. Just like, same thing like Van Halen, old Van Halen.
Yeah.
Right.
Fuck it. Glass Johns.
Where do your lead extensions come from? I mean, besides just practicing.
My what now?
Your lead extensions? Like, do you go out of pentatonic? You usually run like...
Dude, you know, I do some pentatonic, little minor, little major, you know, that's about as far as it goes. I'm not like, you know, scale god or nothing. You know, I'm not into that, sitting around looking at a book. Just kind of just go for it. A lot of the stuff I do is just like key of A, G, wherever, just like straight down. Was that, did I hear that thing again? Nice little candy swig on. What do you think of that? It's good, don't it?
Face mouth.
Face mouth. The bitch got a face mouth. That sucks. That's cool. This chick came over to my house and strapped me in. I was like, didn't know who she was, and she was just hanging out and kept hanging out, wanted to know a little bit about the clock, about the carpet, what's up with the dog, well, you know, about Richard up the street. Just kept going and kept going. I'm like, every time I go to say something, she's, oh yeah, and you know what, kept going. And she breaks out this pipe, dude. This dead serious, man, about a month ago. Breaks out this fucking crank pipe, dude. Starts loading it up, and she's gonna fire it up right there in my house, you know. Couldn't get a word in. That lasted about 2 hours. Of course, she got kicked with the pipe, went down. But wrote a tune about her. She's the kind of girl that thinks she's smart because she's on crack. She totes it through her glass pipe, the very thing she sees the world through. First base, second base, third base, home run. Don't get a base pipe. First base, second base, third base, home base. Shut your goddamn base mouth. Base mouth. The fucking bitch has got a base mouth. She's proud. Base mouth. Say your mother's got a base mouth. And she's proud. Had to crank her up on a tune. Light her up a tad.
That be released on the new Pantera?
What's that? No.
Come on, man.
It's 4-track. New record. We're taking some time right now. As soon as we can get it rolling, you know, we're gonna go out and do 6 dates with Megadeth, which was supposed to be 2 months, but I guess Dave had to go to rehab and tighten himself up again. So I'm serious. And so they're all straight again. And so they went out with another straight band, Aerosmith, so they're going to do like the Evian tour, Water or something. I'll be burning some rope and shooting 7 as usual until I blow a kidney muscle or something. That's cool. You know, it's true. Dude, check this out, man. I weigh 170. Dude, serious. Been home for like a month and I'm all tugged up and shit. You know, it's true. You guys want to crank up on something? We got questions. Let's do a last round of questions before I crank on my last piece. Then everything's C-section. You want to know how to do some squeals? Or do you want to learn some Steve Bar? Let's get it. Tool.
How come, what's the green tape? Is that so you can see in the dark, basically? Or?
Yeah.
So when you start stage, you can see where...
You know. All buzzed up looking for it.
Yeah. So I figured
you know. So man, squeals, check it out. Let me teach you a little lesson here, since I'm the teacher of the evening. Squeals, dude. Just tighten up the top big strings. Let your thumb with the cane nail hanging over it. Quieten it up a little. Cut the little ones down. Just leave the G open. Flick it. Look, Mom, no hands. So you flick the G, right, Dad? Drop the bar. And while it's down, get you a harmonic. You know what I'm saying? But you do it pretty quick, you know, you don't really hear the bam, you know, it just goes one time. Catch it? Small lesson.
When you pull those like off the second fret, is that can it be tricky, or is there anything that may need to be adjusted on the bridge?
Nah,
okay.
Not really. It's just like, just go for it, you know. Everybody's like harmonics, huh? 5th, 7th, 12th, you know. That's like natural harmonics and shit. But as far as I'm concerned, there's pretty much a harmonic everywhere. Like on the front for like heresy. Get some high ones down in the
Does it kind of help to use like the try to pick up and a lot of gain, as much gain as you can get?
Yeah. Sure, you know, I mean, the more gain, the more it's going to be open to catch a harmonic, and of course the more treble. But you don't want to get it all shrill and stuff, you know. Demons, I do these down here. Catching something?
Yeah.
How many years have you been playing?
About 13. Or 13. I don't know, Mike, how long you been selling cars? 4? Huh? Skids, look. That's your boy right there. If you need a car, he'll toke the note for you. Toke it. Toke the note, dude. It's cool. Getting ready to rock it up one last time. Questions, man, if you got it. Bust me up, dude.
Who writes most of the songs?
I write most all the riffs, and Phil writes most all the lyrics, but it's between me, Vinny, and Rex. You know, that's where it all comes together and stuff. Everybody's got like, you know, some ideas and stuff. I got like the main parts of the riffs and stuff, and we just get together and.
What if somebody tries to change your riff? Like, why don't you try something else?
We try it.
Change it up.
We try it. Wide open. Yeah, we don't skip.
So nobody really argues that much or whines like, no, I want it this way.
Nah, we don't have like that setup where if you're the one that writes the song, you make all the money. You know, we got it cut up cool.
Oh well, I'm
you know,
sure
so.
But as far as writing the song, really making the song, like.
Well, that's why they're as powerful as they are, is because all 4 of us, you know, go back and forth, and we always agree. You know, when it comes down, you know, we'll try anything until it's right.
Okay.
or what we think's right.
Yeah, you never feel dissatisfied with the song.
No, especially not Vulgar Display of Power. It's only getting better. What?
Like writing it one way and then somebody else goes, let's try it another way.
Nah. If you can better it, man, go for it. Of course.
But say you liked it the other way.
Dude, get roped up and figure it out.
Well, that's what we're gonna see. That's the problem we're having because we got that white bass player. No, it's got to be like this.
Well, fuck it. Put a beer down his neck and tell him to gel. And check it out. Just listen, man.
Hey,
Fuck.
it don't work, man.
Well, call the cops. I don't know. Fuck.
Come on, say new bass player.
Yeah, whatever.
Down along when you're playing town. You know how to play this heavy metal stuff. You grew up with the blues. You played the blues. You hung around the music. Show a little bit.
We want to hear some blues, Bell?
Yes, sir.
How about this one, Bell? Play some Skinner, dude. Boston, dude. That's my first song, too. I swear it was. Bell was on bass back then. Bell was on bass. Not the free bass, though, like that chick, though. That chick, dude. She's famous and she don't even know it. Questions?
When y'all coming back in town, then?
Yeah. Man, as Pantera, a while, because we're doing this new record. We're going to do these 6 dates with Megadeth, come back and just crank it out. So as soon as the new record gets done, dude, we're going back out on tour. We tour our asses off. We've been out for fucking 2.5 years almost. If you count Cowboys from Hell, it's been solid for 3 or 4. Been on the Billboard charts for 68 weeks straight now. Still hadn't dropped out of the top 200. Got a gold record, which I'm real proud of. We're all real proud of. It's 500,000 copies sold. It's up to 600,000 now. Cowboys is at 425, about to be 500, which is going to be gold. So just keep selling, and the faith's there, and the fans are there, and everything's good. And looking forward to getting back out and doing it again. And that's why everything that's gone so good for us, we're not going to fuck up by trying to write a good record or anything that's going to make us any more money, because everything that's ever made us in the first place was you, the fans, and enjoying what we do, the heavy stuff. So the next record's just going to be just a serious, solid. So you look for that. When I was a kid and I wanted to buy a heavy record, I went and bought Metallica records, or anything like that, Judas Priest. And I was always let down if I took the record home and it didn't crush me, and then you start looking for somebody else to do it. Now we're the guys that a lot of kids are going out to buy the records to get pulverized, and so it's what we do best, so why fucking change it?
When you play live, man, do you improvise live or do you just play straight?
Well, I kind of play what's on the records a lot live, and it's like, people that don't play guitar, if you like improvise and just go off on something, they think you fucked up, they don't like hear it for like something else. So kind of pretty much stick to the stuff on the record.
Do you sit down and write your solos out before you play them on the record, or do you like improvise on the record then?
A little of both, solos like Walk and stuff like that were like the first things I played when we were writing the song. We were going to the lead section. I look at Rex and go, hey, and I just fake it and switch keys. I was bored and I went, pulled that number, So stuff like that stays, but I also take it home to my 8-track sometimes and, just sit there and play a couple tracks on that and then just pick the best of that. It's never really been a problem to sit there and try to figure out, what's this one gonna take, But, sometimes you gotta fuck with it, so.
What was it like?
Are all the songs written for the next release?
No, it's like Vulgar Display. We wrote Vulgar in like almost 2 weeks, had it cut in 2 months. I hear all these bands taking, years and shit to do their records, and, we do it like live anyway, so it doesn't take that long.
I was going to ask, what was, when you jammed with Rob Halford, didn't y'all do something with Rob Halford on a record or something like that? And, was he pretty cool? Or was he
Rob's great. He's a huge Pantera fan. He called us up to back him up. He's doing Fight right now, which is his new band, and we just did that one track for him, Light Comes Out of Black, for Buffy the Vampire Slayer or whatever it was. Pretty cool. Lots of fun. We did that song one day, and he sang it the next day, and he got mixed and it was done. You know. Anybody else? Last call for alcohol. What's up, Pops?
How many hours a day you practice?
Shit. Okay. Actually, I hadn't played since I got home from the last clinic run. Just did 6 dates. Almost got killed on a fucking prop plane. Fucking skidding my ass off. Got home, just, you know, I don't really have time to practice, you know. If I'm gonna be playing, I'm gonna be writing bass mouth or something, just having fun, you know. Tighten that up. True to life experience.
You do a lot for other bands too.
What's that?
You do a lot for other bands.
Sure. I mean, if you got a demo tape and you're jamming, you know, I'll help you out or tighten you up.
Cool.
Sure. I mean, you know, I'm into Texas bands and stuff. You know, my fucking word is go. You know, do it up. When I'm in town, you know, of course, if somebody's jamming up the street, Lonesome Dove or whatever, you know, Bell calls me up, dude, let's go to Lonesome Dove, dude. You know, go tighten it up, get up on stage, jam a couple tunes, whatever, no problem. Any questions about my column in Guitar World?
How long will it last?
I asked him that too, you know. I said, fuck, I'm running out of shit, man, you know. Now they said, you know, as long as they keep getting good, you know, fan mail on it and shit, and they said like, you know, like my column's getting like really good, you know, reports and shit, and people writing in some good shit and stuff, and they said, you know, they keep tightening me up on it, so crank up on some symmetrical. You know, it's back. Cool. So you ready to rip it one time? Let's do it up. Crank this one up real good. Let's do it one last time. Light up the Chinese restaurant. 1, 2, 3. Fuck it! to thank Randall and Jam Music and you for coming and showing up. Be sitting over here pulling some autographs off here in about 2 minutes. Cool? Hey, man. Yeah! Yeah!
Ooh, Dad. How much, man? And what do they call it? A clip? What? Oh, yeah, no shit. You don't want me?
Bronco Ballers.
Arcadia,
yeah.
That fucking rocks, man.
It's a good one, too.
Yeah, it was. That's a good show, man. Appreciate it.
Go, bro. Thanks, man. What's up, dude?
man?
Thank you up the poster or what, dude?
Yeah, alright, man.
Cool.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, man. Hey, fucking, somebody do me a favor, give me that green towel over there. I'm sweating my fucking beer all over the place and shit. What's up, dude? Broke out in a candy sweat. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that, man. Oh, you know, he's true. Candy sweat, man. What's up, bud? You ever do something else to it, dude? Put like a fucking pentagram or something on it? Here you go, bro. See you, man. What's up, Dad?
You write it to John?
To John? No problem, dude. Damn. Sorry, bro. I'm sweating my ass off.
Thanks, man.
All right, John.
Love your album.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it, man. You're jamming, man.
Mooch, M-O-O-C-H. And, man, I've been so impressed, you wouldn't believe it.
Thanks, man.
I mean, I've listened to your stuff over and over. And, back and forth in the car, my girlfriend, she's into PH kind of crap.
Oh, yeah?
She loves it.
Oh, really?
She told me last night, she goes, I love that guy. Because I just love his playing. I said, man, I'm going to see him tomorrow. Anyway,
how was the clinic, dude?
I loved it.
All right.
I lost our words. I can't think of any questions.
That's cool.
But,
fuck, man, everybody's so low key and it's like, dude, fucking, that's what I'm here for, to get busted, you know? Light me up.
Well, one quick question. You know Cody Jenkins?
Maybe.
Used to be a drummer for Street Revenge.
Oh, yeah.
I used to work with him anyway. He said, I talked to him recently, he said you may have a drum set for sale or whatever, and I called him a Pantego and...
It was for sale and it got cut.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I just had to ask. But man,
hey man, thanks. Appreciate it.
I'll see you anytime I can.
All right, man. Thanks, man. Be cool. What's up, dude? All right, cool. I like that. See, man, keep jamming.
Hey, I really like it.
Hey, thank you.
First guitar I've ever done.
Oh, really?
Really.
7th one I've ever done.
Right.
Who's this too, or just
Larry?
Larry? You jammed, dude?
Yeah. It's about 15 years.
Oh yeah. Right on.
Guess I need to give you a Dean guitar now.
Ran a lamp too.
Thanks a lot.
See you, man.
All right, have a good one.
Right on. What's up, dude?
I'm back, man.
Steve?
Yeah.
E? Or what? How'd you say? Steve?
Thanks, man.
Great job, man. Keep ripping, bub. What's up?
Oh,
shit. Jason?
Yeah.
Right on.
So y'all gonna do any tours?
I'd love to, man.
I saw it on videos.
Yeah, we jam with Slayer all the time, carrying shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was back when Phil had his hair though.
Yeah, had some wig back then, dude. Sorry, I'm getting deaf. Hey, spell it so I don't fuck up. Thought there was an I in that shit, man. Crank you up, man. You guys be cool. Curtis? Chris? What's up, man?
How much do you coming back?
It's soon as fucking possible, you know. We just got to get that new record done, you know. We'll be on tour, and of course we want to come back to hometown, you know.
You ever jam with anybody? Like at West and stuff? You jam and hang around?
Always, man. Yeah.
I like to jam with you sometimes.
Well, it may happen, man. I don't make appointments or nothing, you know.
I know, I understand. We'll take it easy, I know.
Sure, man, but fun, you know. There's never a free-for-all going off at a club or something, dude. You know it. Of course, my favorite too. Hey, yo. Okay, man. Keep jamming, bro.
Yeah, you keep jamming too.
Oh, you know it. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. How much? How you doing, man?
John.
John?
You went to Pasco High School, right? Did you go to Pasco High School?
No, man.
Yeah.
Sure didn't, bro. Went to Bowie and a little bit of Arlington.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Fucking school. I'm out of there, man. You know, I was like gonna be a half a credit short to graduate, so I was like canceled and should have paid a little more attention, but hell, yeah, it's doing all right, man. Be cool, man.
Thanks, man.
Keep ripping, bro. There you go. Yeah, tighten yourself up, bud. There you go.
Miguel.
How you spell it so don't tool it?
M-I-G-U-L.
San Miguel, you ever heard of it? Beer?
San Miguel, yeah.
Yeah? All over it, huh?
So where's your boys at right now?
Probably out having fun somewhere.
Yeah. Stay heavy, man.
Oh, man. Ain't no question to it, bud. Miguel, take care.
All right, see you.
Right on, man. Mike.
Yeah, man.
Cool Madonna shirt, dude. Candy sweat, dude. Hard. Broke out. It's fucking. No, it's true. How's this line looking? Is it getting pretty long or is it looking alright? What? Is this line looking pretty long or is it looking alright? It's alright. Ben, B-E-N. Ben?
Matt, M-A-T-T.
Matt, where are you from, dude? Really? Try to take a little accent, dude. Yeah. Probably me just going deaf. Drink it, dude. Face mouth, bro. This shit. Jerry. What's up, Jerry? Oh, fuck, he's all backwards and shit now. Cut your wig off. So, where do you work? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, at the airport.
That's why I didn't know what was there.
Is there some color in that goat there? That's a real. It's the shit, huh? Kind of reddish.
Yeah, but I don't know how that satisfaction sounded. He does the same thing. He used to come to my room. God, your rig sounds so bad. I go to his room. God, your rig sounds so bad. Oh, it sucks. It's back and forth, man. It's so hard to
jamming through now.
What I started with was kind of boss pedal. It works better than the graph. You know talking about this one?
Is it the white one? The EQ on it?
It's parametric.
Oh, it's parametric. It's got knobs, right? It's kind of new. No?
It's kind of. They don't make them. It sounded better than the graph.
The old boss.
Did you ever get a blue EQ and try that? They're real hard to come by. They make them now. I don't know if they're anywhere near like
Jim Dunlop.
Yeah, Jim Dunlop. I don't know if it's the same thing at all.
Yeah, I found one of those Furman EQ3s, the older one that you got.
Is it green?
Yeah,
red knobs?
It's got red knobs. I think it's like a brown maroon base on it, just 3 bands.
Good one, man. That's the first one I ever got.
I think that's the one you had when I went down there. I remember it being red.
Went down where?
Over to the studio.
Wasn't for Cowboys from Hell though, was it?
No, it was afterwards.
Huh? A little bit of it. That hugs. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it sounds great through like headphones or through good PA system.
Need one for my fucking 4-track, 8-track. How much does the shit run?
It's like $26.50 retail.
The whole thing?
Yeah, dude, sport chugging, it's got like 500 different sounds.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like a built-in sequence too, so you could like program like background bongo parts or conga drums.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can do that. It's got bass lines too.
Fuck, I never read the manual long enough to learn how to do all the cool shit.
He lived it. He breathed it. He meant every fucking second of it, and he could do it all. He had taste. He had a heart. He had this thing called soul. And I'm from New Orleans, Jack. When you make a note wiggle with beautiful vibrato, he had all that. Then he had that damn whammy bar, which at the time might have been considered hackneyed, and somehow he brought it back to life and made it do different things. He can make his guitar talk. He brought this thing called a different type of heavy tone as well. He was very responsible for tone, very particular, fought for it for a long time, not happy for the longest time. And, you know, each record, you know, strive for more and more and more and more. Better, 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 better. But that can be said of the whole band, man. The whole band. As a whole, I've never to this day played with tighter musicians in my fucking life. And Dimebag, everybody knows about Pantera. Everybody knows about everything about Pantera was to get to whiskey. And to get that whiskey drunk, Jack. And Dimebag was an extremist. He would start drinking at 6 p.m. sometimes and not finish till noon the next day. Wake up about 6 again that evening, knowing we have a gig. He'd come in with the shakes, eat a little soup and a piece of bread, get stretched out, and start hitting the whiskey again. I'd be in my dressing room, stretching out, push-ups, whatever. I could have 103 fever, sitting there going, oh God, and boom, 8 o'clock every fucking night. Come on, motherfucker, let's get one in you. And I'd be like, oh God, no. And he'd go, then let's have a double. And he meant it. And he would be relentless until you tipped the damn whiskey up, and by God. One of his best quotes was, come on, man, I know you're sick, man, but you hit this whiskey, man, it's like the country and western days, man. You get better. The country and western days. He had his own language once again. But I think he meant like the old Wild West when people died at 25. Yeah, you know, and I was like, Darrell, whiskey is not going to help me right now. But, you know, it did several nights. And he was a purveyor. And aside from that, my point is, no matter how hungover, no matter what he did, somehow when he would get on that fucking stage, it would click. And he would be a machine. And he could fly, actually, and not miss a note. I've seen his headstock broken off, not miss a note. I've seen him shit on stage in a bucket and hold his guitar while he was doing it. I've been around great guitar players my entire fucking life. Motherfuckers that could play the greatest of great. Whatever it is, I don't give a shit. And there's different types of guitar players. Okay, there's Yngwie Malmsteens out there. Great, good for him. Does he have the soul Dimebag had? Nope. I mean, not even close. I don't give a flying fuck about sweeps. That's boring bullshit for guitar nerds.
A guy happened to pull up in his car, and he has a signature dime guitar. And
Razorback.
Yeah, Razorback, man. And he's actually set up. He's got his small little amp, and he's just kind of playing. And it's really cool. We're gonna take you over there, and you'll hear some of the tunes. All right, so we're at Dime's grave. And here's my man. He's playing the Razorback in tribute to Dime.
Pretty cool, man.
Who are you, bro?
Nobody.
That's a great response. What are you doing, nobody?
You a local guy from around here or what?
Yes, my name is Rick Warden.
Rick Warden? I've probably seen you around somewhere.
Probably. Nice to meet you, bro.
Right. I'm just a, spirit traveler. You do the rock and roll thing. Sometimes the party carries on into the morning and stuff like that. And Dom was a real good friend of mine, and we'd always be partying up until the morning hours. So like when you wake up, you kind of, I don't know, man, kind of like feel like he's there with you. So I try to keep the party rolling, I owe the guy like pretty much everything, so I feel like it's a small thing, usually there's nobody out here, I just come out here, it's, me, God, and Dime, and it's usually pretty cool, so just come out here to pay my respects, man.
Who are you?
My name's Bobby Tillotson. I play in a local band called Within Chaos. We're actually a national band too, we tour stuff. We're just writing a new album, ready to get back on the road. And local musician, I've been playing guitar for like 22 years, metalhead to the core.
Awesome. Well, bro, who is this? Do you know this is High Flight Society? You were saying something to them about
heard
some...
them on Power FM, but I don't think I know any of your music. Yeah, cool. You guys are probably like more like, I don't know, what would you classify it as? Just
alternative
rock,
modern
rock.
rock, like a Foo Fighters kind of thing.
Music's music, dude.
Yeah.
It's all good to me, man.
You said you owe a lot to Dimebag. Did he teach you guitar at all?
No, man, he taught me. He was just pretty much like a father friend, like pretty much, he hooked me up with everything I got, dude. The guitar, speakers, just hook up, wallet to my hats to, pretty much everything, dude. Just, he taught me a lot, but it's more just about jamming and being cool to people, and not really stuff about guitar, just stuff that's sort of like the soul of the guitar, the soul, like how you portray your life, and your stuff really brings out how you play guitar, so.
Well, touch our hearts, brother.
Oh, man. Just kind of goof around a little bit, dude.
Why don't you guys sit down? Can we sit down and gather around?
Picnic
Make
style.
yourself comfortable, guys.
Nothing about Dime, he loved music, and I was telling this to some other people last night, and he just loved the guitar so much, dude, and he touched everybody, and it's like, man, I've tripped out because I played just one note, and it's like, man, he would do anything just to be able to fucking touch the guitar and just to do one note, So I come out here and it don't matter what I play, try to play him some Judas Priest or some Van Halen. I just like to let it sing for him, so. telling me like, keep going, keep playing, keep. You know, it's just like you're on a lead, and it's like, dude, don't stop, just keep ripping all day. Like, what do you do? It's like, no matter, just. King of that, you know.
That's awesome, dude. We could not have asked for a better soundtrack,
Maybe go home and practice. Rock and roll, kids. MySpace, Within Chaos. Just go to Within Chaos MySpace. Look for Junior, Bobby T. Right on, man.
Right there, bro.
Hey, dude, God's cool with me, man. Just want to let y'all know, dude. I'm making my way back there. You know, it's cool to meet you guys. Get off the This is cool. For sure. I'll keep rocking, dude. Yeah, man. You too.
Hey y'all, this is Dimebag and welcome to my instructional home video. Get your pull. Let me tell you a little bit about that part there. You know, it goes to the major part up on the... Then every other is the minor. The old sour note up in there feels good. Then we get into the Pink Floyd, what I call the Pink Floyd area. Just kind of went into it whenever we were doing it and writing it. And half the trick to that thing is, you know, it's got like 3 or 4 echoes on it. And it's just set so depending on how hard you hit the fucking string,
you either get 2 echoes or you get 5, you know, or 6. So it's like, you know. Just grabbing it wherever. You know, just kind of feeling it off through that thing. There's a bunch of technique notes in there that we could talk about. But right now, you're getting the backhander special because I got to get this motherfucker done and get in fucking bed. Got a steak dinner waiting on me at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'll be up 5 hours from there after 48, right in the jam room. And the next thing you know, it'll be a couple triples and I'll be on a plane and the cholesterol's going up 15%. Pew! Through the roof. Get you pull. This is just one of them riffs I wrote, you know. Moved it around until it felt right. Ended up in the key of F, or what looks like F. Played the lead in the key of E when I did it in the studio. And then after I figured it out when we started playing it live, I'm in the key of fucking F. I'm in the key of F on a bunch of these songs, only because I thought the rhythm sounded fucking tough in there. And so I want to move the fret markers up 1, because I mean, I don't mind playing an E, I love it. I love F sharp. F, semi-gayety, because everything looks, I mean, like one too many doubles. That's the fun I have though. Check it out though. The whole thing revolves around the big bend. Chunk, that's not just a little amp ain't giving you the full balls, but it's like a on the picking part, it's just fucking like loose sluggage, you know, kind of chugging kind of thing. Lead, remember, not in the beautiful area of E, but in F. It's actually a splice. Give him a round of applause, ladies. The center stage. See, I fucked it up, so I had to blame it on somebody else, but I'll do a double. There we go. Thank you, baby. There you go. king sex chug kind of thing, you know. For last one. And on to the next song. Wake up. At the front, I'm doing some just like. Just kidding. Just diminish shit on the front, bending it out, barring it up, echoing it, whatnot, while the bass thing's going on, then it kicks into that whole thing as opposed to it's just a loose chug again, loose fucking kind of sludgy, fucking grungy fucking chug across all 4 strings. Total diminished walk up, but a full slide on each one, starting on the G note or the 3rd fret. Cut the bends off at the right spot, you know, to play it right. Dude, we've been up for like 48 hours, and that doesn't make any excuses for how gay this video is going to turn out. But dude, you had to have it. And it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and you're getting it, so just deal with it. Rock on, brother. I'll be there to light your cholesterol level another 14 notches up higher. Check it out. Get your boat. Coming at you. Morning. Nicholas Diamond here, coming out of the fog. Gotta let you know, that's one of the all-time worst instructional videos that you're ever gonna get, but had to have it, so you got what you get, man, and deal with it. When I get there, anything that's missing that we gotta pick up on, we'll go over it. You know we'll have a good time, and you know that cholesterol's going through the fucking roof. My blood pressure's gonna pop, and we're going down.
Car 30 once again. This is our 3rd time around.
Right on. Glad to be here.
Okay, great. Listen, you guys have a new album out and a couple of new videos as well. I'm Broken in 5 Minutes Alone. Tell me about 5 Minutes Alone. What is that about?
Basically, it's about someone trying to take a cheap shot at you, take something away from you that you worked really hard to gain, and it's about a particular instance, someone that's trying to sue us, and we wrote a song about it in particular, and that's what the song's about.
I see you had your mind made up. You grew up pitiful liars. Before I walk to face the day, your master plan transpired. Something told me this job has more to meet the eye. My song is not believed. My words are what deceiving.
It's been an experience to where I just think that, like, I'll give you for instance. I had a problem with a kid in the audience one time, and I believed it was handled accordingly. And next thing I know, he wanted to sue us. And then we got in contact with the authorities and all the people we were supposed to do on our end. And then it faded away. And then our record came out, and it debuted at #1. And Pantera. And then all of a sudden he wants to sue me again. So that's just very obvious that he's trying to make a buck off of what I've done well with in my life. So, you know, horse shit is horse shit, and it'll be exposed. So, you know, I'm not really that worried about it. But if you come out to one of our shows and you jump up on the stage and you jump off and you go home with a broken this and that, like I think, you know, any of us who ever done any shows before or slam danced or stage dive before at a show, you know, and your parents freak out because they have no idea what you're doing at the shows, please explain to them what's going on, that you took it upon yourself. It's time to grow up and be a man or a young woman or anything that you're going to grow up and be. So don't try and take money out of my pockets, because what comes around goes around. And I believe in karma. You know, you may pocket some dollars now, but down the line you're going to choke on your own saliva.
How do you think it reflects on the music scene that you entered at #1?
Shows the bond between us and our live audience and the people that listen to our music.
And a lot of people still enjoy listening to heavy, aggressive music.
Right.
There's not only alternative, there's other kinds of alternatives to the alternative. That's what we are.
Whoa, twisty.
What's your definition of metal music?
Just like I said, I think it's hard, aggressive music that goes along hand in hand with a lot of people's lifestyles. You know, they live for the music.
I mean, it's what I grew up on. It's what we all grew up on. And just because we're doing it in this day and age, and it ain't the cool thing to be doing, it's still heavy metal. You know, I mean, back then it would have been heavy metal. You know, but now don't say heavy metal.
The reason why it appears to be hokey to some people is because they still envision it in the 1983 Iron Maiden leather and spike sense, and it's 1994. It's heavy metal today. It's got a street vibe. It's street level. It's not Dungeons and Dragons and you know, all that. It's about people dealing with people.
Ladies and gentlemen, one on Power 30 for much music. You look wrong. All right, man. Just like a picture. Yeah. Perfect. Love it. I mean, protect you, okay? Enjoy the show tonight. All right, cool. All right, thanks. This is going to make you I got a $2 tattoo here. All right. 1, 2, 3. Very cool.
Okay, so did you guys, when you first started, did you find it easy to get all your equipment and get really rolling? Or was it kind of really rough in the beginning?
Well, we all worked, we got a mic here. We all worked at Photomat and Pizza Hut and McDonald's and all that, and that's how we got all our gear, and we went out and played shows, and all the money we made from the shows we reinvested in the band. So, you know, it just depends on how big of a commitment you have to what you want to do. If you really want to do that, you know, you'll spend your money on it. If you want to go out and party, you'll spend your money on that, you know.
Okay, that's all I got.
Cool. Easy enough.
Well, yeah, that's the truth.
Excuse me, sir, what are you doing?
I'm on my way home.
What's that?
What's this for? It's for all these metalheads in case anybody bothers me and the look doesn't work, you know?
Welcome to Toronto.
You bet, gang. That's
Okay.
beautiful. You guys got a beautiful singer out here.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
it's just happening. It's just happening.
Okay. No swearing. Hey.
Okay.
No swearing.
Well-behaved winners.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, guys, it's the end of the night. Rodney and Danny, what did you guys think?
It was beeping good. It was
marvelous. Fucking rates, man. Beautiful.
So you happy you came or what?
Yeah, I'll come back.
It was worth the flight. It was worth the flight.
I'll come back and visit you guys pretty soon, okay? We're coming to town. Secretion.
They're in a band, Secretion. I have to plug it. What the hell? It's their day, right?
Can't say, oh, that's a bad word.
No.
You're getting in trouble for that.
I don't know. Anyhow, listen, thanks a lot for being on the show. I hope you guys had a good time. And why don't you just say goodbye to our prior 30 viewers out there?
Sure, touch it. I love you, Teresa. Yeah!
All right, Dime, here we go. In this river. Make some motherfucking noise for the Dimebag. On the head. I've been around this world, yet I see no hell. All faded black, dead and again. This storm that's broken me, my only friend, long dead. And this river all shall fade to black. And this river, baby, ain't no coming back. And this river, child, all shall fade to black. Oh, yeah. Lord, ain't no coming back, child. Make some noise for Dime, man. Come on.
First time I met Dimebag, we were doing a photo shoot for the cover of Guitar World. And I've heard a lot about this crazy guitar player who was like a big fan of mine. He's got my face tattooed on his chest and, you know, all this crazy stuff. And we really ended up hitting it off. And he's just a really genuinely good guy and a great musician.
So, as the story goes, Dime rolls up in a limo, falls out, shaking, you know, and the guy's going, oh my God, Dime's not going to be able to do this. And Dime looks up and says, jacked you off, didn't I? And that's the kind of fun bastard he was, man. I love Dime, I miss him every day. And if it wasn't water, I'd be cheering Blacktooth. And I want all you guys, cheers Dime. 1, 2, 3. Thanks.
I just want to say that Dime gave you guys everything he had every day, man. He never said no to anything. You know, he was all about entertaining people. The thing that got him off the most was putting a smile on somebody's face. Whether he did it with his guitar, his kindness, everything. So I guess I'm gonna leave it at that. I'd like to bring my dad out here.
I
I do Dimebag and Vinnie Paul from day one. And maybe before, huh? I tell you, no man was ever blessed with two better sons. They took pride in themselves. They always gave to everybody everything that they had and then some, and they lived for that. They wanted you to have a better time out of it than they were having, and believe me, you had to kick some ass to get there, didn't you? Yeah!
We wanted to pour shots for everybody, but for obvious reasons, we can't do that, being that we're out on a public street. But what I'd like to ask, I'm going to ask for some audience participation. I'd like everybody right now, they need to hold up their imaginary black tooth. Hold that up to the great pink beard in the sky. And on 3, we're all going to scream, "Get your pull," okay? And I want to hear it. 1, 2, 3. You got that right, motherfuckers.
In this river dawn, all shall fade to black. God ain't no coming back, baby. We love you, Dime. We love you, baby.